welcome to episode 28 of SOHO Insight.
Where each week we talk about the latest products, services, and trends that help your small office, home office lifestyle be more productive, efficient, and fun.
Hello, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Jen, and this episode is all about dads.
Happy Father's Day, Dads.
So we're first talking about, we're really featuring a list of dads that are hosting clients of ours or partners in some way. And we're featuring their memories, their best memories of working from home, tips and tools that they can't live without. And then at the very that moms that are watching can
give to
their husbands or to their dads or whoever it is.
Brothers, sisters. No, not sisters. Brothers.
Yeah. So anyway, we're talking about that at the end. And then we've got a special offer for you who are listening, a little giveaway.
You have to listen to at the end.
The very end. Okay, so getting started, I just wanted to, since it is Father's Day, take the time and utilize or to take advantage of this platform that we have here to say Happy Father's Day to my dad, who's also a partner of mine at Ovaleye. He's our
he needs to put his picture up on the screen.
Technology director, whatever. I forget exactly what his title is. It's late here. But I just wanted to share one memory I have of being raised in a family of entrepreneurs. My parents really opened their first business when I was in middle school. And all through growing up, it really was that. That's him with my baby Kelly.
Yes.
So his big
computer.
saying was attitude is everything, and that's kind of carried on with me now that I'm a grown up. I don't think I'm a kid anymore, really, because I have my own kid. I'm 26, whatever. So anyway, attitude is everything, and I really like that he put that in. I think both my brother and I feel the same way.
Yeah.
And it's also in our Ovaleye manifesto now.
Yes, you're a lot like your dad, too.
Yeah, so that was my big Happy Father's Day to my dad. And so getting started talking about a few of the other dads that host with us. Our first one is Bear Files, who has a son named Austin, who's 7 years old. And here's a photo of them.
Yes,
so cute.
He sent some really good photos.
His favorite memory is of Austin coming in during
Skype.
Yeah,
and I Skype him all the time.
Times.
He's like a mentor to me, and he's a partner too. So we talk a lot, and Austin pops in a lot when he's home, and if it's not really important, if we're just kind of talking, he'll have Austin come in. So
yeah, that is fun.
Yes.
So going with that, Bear's tips is to have be in a room in an office where you have a door that can close.
Definitely. He had a loft, I guess, beforehand, and it just didn't work because he could hear all the noises in the house. So you definitely need that door if you're doing some personal or some business meetings and things.
And now Bear is also a graphic designer, and so his office
he
is
cannot
completely
live without.
Yeah, he cannot live without a desk that works for what he's doing,
A drafting
as well as
desk that his wife bought him.
Yeah, in college, right?
Yes, I thought that's so cute.
It is cute. And so he has a few other tools, like a pressure-sensitive tablet and airbrush tool that allows him to really do his job more efficiently. So the second dad that we have is Kirk Warner. Of Olive the Woolly Bugger. He's a graphic artist and a children's book author.
We'll name everything he actually does on Ovaleye.tv.
Yeah, Ovaleye.tv will have all of the links.
We've talked about him many times.
And we'll also be featuring all these dads over at the Ovaleye blog.
All week. Okay, so he, go ahead and
his memory was that he appreciates that he was never forced to miss any type of sporting event for a day job or anything like that. He was able to have the flexibility to attend all of the things that his kids were involved in, and that is kind of a consistent theme as we go on. A lot of the dads had a similar answer to that.
Definitely, he's there all the time.
Yeah. So his big tip for you then.
The big tip is, what is it? I can't read
it. Is to, just because the office is a few steps away, not to be there consistently throughout the day, to know that you can leave work at some point and that you should leave work.
And the photo up here is what he can't live without, and that's his dog Eddie. And for a while, that's all I saw. I never even saw a picture of Kirk, because this is his favorite thing in life, so besides his kids. Okay, next one.
So the next one is Jim Anderson, and he is a drum teacher,
and
a coach.
He's evolving into some really great business ideas that he's got. So
Yeah, and we'll have his information again over at Ovaleye.tv.
He's blogging and tweeting right now, too.
Wow, it's pretty
Very
impressive.
impressed.
So he recommends that you get out of the office and take a break every once in a while, and that his favorite thing that he can't live without is his music, which I think is nice because he is a music teacher.
He's a music teacher, and he's in a band. And
a lot of these dads that we're talking about found their business through a passion of theirs, which is really cool.
I want you to follow Jim Anderson because I think he's wonderful. Yeah. Anderson, his website is Andersong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is Derek Young, who is, we've also talked about in the past. Mom interviewed him and Kirk at one point for our highlights videos. And Derek is a fly fishing guide. Which
you will find him on the river. There's a nice picture of him. And is that with his son? I can't remember what that, but I just love that picture. That's Derek. That's where you will find him. Yeah, so his big memory is that he had the flexibility to say yes to attending events and always being able to be there in person to support his kids, kind of like what Kirk was saying. So that's really nice. And he does his homework with his kids. He does his work while his kids do their homework together, which I think is a really great idea. Yeah, and he can't live without his smartphone, which I thought was very whatever of him, because he is a fly fishing guide, so his office is out on the river. It's in his mobile office or in his home office, and then as well as being at the sporting events, he can take phone calls, track orders. I've done a lot of emergency phone calls with him because he's lost his login information or whatever. But he also said that he can keep track of his kids on the same thing that he takes orders with, was texting. I thought that was cute. Yes. So the next one is Scott Thomas. He's a local realtor here on the east side of King County in Washington State. He does everything local. He's done a great job in marketing himself, in that he's just present. He's there to be helpful. And his daughter, Sydney, is just a doll. Cutest thing. She likes Toy Story. Yeah, so he's been able to go to his daughter's classes, as there was a specific memory where he could go to the class and take pictures at a local park, which I thought was really sweet. But my favorite memory that he had was that he likes having all her toys on his desk. I thought that was cute. That is cute. Yes. So the tips from him, from Scott Thomas, is to keep work time and family time separate, and that your kids know when you're not paying attention to them. And I think that's important. That is, because Kelly, my grandson, heard. I was just gonna say. Yeah, he knows when you're not paying attention. He'll scream louder too. Yeah. So he can't live without his scanner, and he wish he had. This is the funny one. He wish he had a coffee warmer. A cup warmer, because, and I actually gave that to Tracy one Father's Day. I think I don't think he ever used it though. Did. Okay. He says he did. It is like you put a cup of coffee on your desk and you forget about it, and then you waste time, have to get up. It's a good idea. To get up, so I thought that was a very good one. Not on our list that we're going to be talking about in a few minutes, but maybe we should be adding it. Yes. It's on Scott Thomas's list for Father's Day. His wife should take notes. Yes, she should. Okay. So the next one is Dave Edwards of ssnw-llc.com. And his favorite memory is in helping his son with a school assignment that was relating to his job. Yes, and his favorite thing he can't live without is passwords, a database of all his passwords, which I helped him with, so I was very happy to hear that he has that list. What I did like, though, apart from that, was that his advice is if your kids come home from school, that you take the time to listen. If they want to tell you about your day, it's just take a few minutes and hear what it is that they have to say, because you're there, so why not? As a parent that has grown kids, that is very priceless. You should always do that. Okay. Yeah. So the last dad that we're hearing from is Steve Dunphy, who has a toddler. Yes, and actually Carissa is part of, she's a partner of Ovaleye, and we love her, so, and Parker. So he's at Powerhouse Cleaners, and he loves being able to teach his son at such a young age how a business works, and how that at 2 years old, he's his son has set up like a play office. He's got a phone, he's got his little laptop, and Chris is always talking about this too. And Parker is like, Kelly's actually and Carissa gave us a bunch of stuff to help with the office, things like a walker and things like that she let Kelly use. But the thing that Parker started, and Kelly does too, is that they get on the phone, they pretend they're on the phone, because Kelly they think their moms and their dads are always on the phone. because it's an entrepreneur
So
life.
the thing that he can't live without is a computer, saying that doing things online is saves him time and also
we
saves
give
him
them
money.
lots of tools, yes.
So those were our dads. Again, go to ovaleye.tv to find out more about them. Now we're getting into
and we
presents
love
for Father's
every one
Day.
of those guys. So please follow them and check out all their websites.
Yeah. So for Father's Day, we've got a list of gifts that you can give to a husband that already has a business or that is entrepreneurial. They have some kind of passion, some little thing that they're always like, well, I wish I could start a business around this. So the first thing is Audible. Which is something that my dad got us all on. We listen to audiobooks. I'm always looking for new books to read, and authors will, especially if they're women authors, will say, oh, well, you can get mine in an ebook or a book. Well, this is what I don't understand. If you're a woman, you're busy, you have kids, you have all sorts of crazy things. When do I have time to read? I can listen to books if I'm
gym time.
If I'm running. Yeah,
gym
at the
time
gym
is my favorite time, and then I don't. Well, in the office I will too, but your dad is the one that got us stuck on Audible.
Yeah, so Audible is awesome.
We are recommending Audible.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a more male-oriented, more men accept Audible.
Yeah, they don't
faster.
sit. Well, no, I won't say they don't all sit and read, but your husband doesn't sit and read either, and neither does your dad.
But he loves Audible, so that's a great one. Now, if you buy Audible for Father's Day this weekend, it's a great idea because you don't have to go out and buy it. You can just go, after you're done watching this, just go to audible.com and get him
download
a
picture of the book or something that you want to
and so what we recommend, your first book being for him, if he's passionate about his hobby or something like that, is Crush It.
Yes, very good.
Which was actually a book that one of the dads on the list, Scott Thomas, recommended that we listen to or read.
I would be presenting it right now and showing you, but I let somebody borrow.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
it's gone.
The thing about Crush It is that the audio version is much better than the book because you listen to him.
At the gym, he really gets you inspired, so try it.
So anyway, the third one is now that he has Audible, he's listening to Crush It.
Here.
You need to get a website for him. Obviously, Ovaleye.com is a great option. We have a blogger package now that is super cheap to get into. It's very affordable.
And you could start with the passion, the hobby, and move forward.
Yeah, and then we have the middle tier that is for website and email, and the last tier is really for a small office with VoIP, web conferencing, all that fun stuff.
And speaking of VoIP?
So the fourth present that you should give them
is a VoIP
present.
Voice over IP phone or phone number, and then you can get that with Ovaleye.com.
So a lot of these dads are saying that they can bring their offices to different places. So the first one is this Polycom VoIP phone. It's something great for if you're in the office. It works great. We really like it. We'll have information at Ovaleye.tv where you can get it.
You look really professional.
The second one is the Bria phone app, which is on iPhone, that I absolutely love. I could not live or do business without the Bria phone. And
when it calls you, it says Bria's calling. Did you see that?
No, it says, it's amazing. So anyway, those are two things for VoIP. That is fantastic.
It does say that.
The last one is kind of just for a fun little gimmicky thing. Now, we use Parallels Plus for our control panel, and we're huge fans of theirs. They're down in Renton, which is local to our area. And we've always talked about how their panel is really built for small home office businesses. And another product that this company offers, Parallels offers, is a Mac, or it's a Desktop 6 for Mac is what it's called. Parallels Desktop 6 for Mac.
Really likes this.
Yeah, he thinks it's a great product. So basically what it is, if you're a family of Mac users, you've got Mac Desktop. If your husband's a gamer and they want to do the Call of Duty or something like that, then you can turn your Mac computer into a Windows PC by just using this virtualization type of a thing with Mac.
Yes, because any kind of website
if you're a
designer, you have to look at those, and a lot of the designers use Mac. So you need a Windows because you have to see if it looks good there too. So this is perfect.
We'll include all that information over at Ovaleye.tv as well as the links for those dads, because you should definitely check them out and follow them on Twitter and look at their websites. Okay,
and for a special offer by Ovaleye, we are giving away one free hosting package.
A blogging hosting package. So it's $4.95 a month or $54.45 a year.
And the reason is because of those fathers out there. So you wives or anybody that wants to try and get a free blogger website, please leave some comments that were the questions that we asked.
Maybe I should say this better. to enter into the contest, you leave a comment. You said, please leave a comment. To enter into the contest to win this free blogging package, you leave a comment that either says something like your advice for a home office worker, your favorite tool, your best memory, something like that. What we just talked about with these other dads.
So best memory, favorite tool,
or what you can't. Or what was the last one? Anyway, 3 of those things. We'll have more information at Ovaleye.tv, but the contest ends Friday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time.
You have to comment on Ovaleye.tv.
Dad can't be a current client of ours. You can be a current client of ours and maybe suggest your husband or something like that. But anyway.
This is all about Father's Day, and we will see you next week. Have a great week.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy Father's Day.